रोज एक सवाल।
सवाल सॉल्व करने के बाद वो बेल आइकन पे क्लिक कर देना। रोज सवाल का नोटिफिकेशन तुम्हें मेल बॉक्स में आ जाएगा। ओके, लेट्स स्टार्ट द क्वेश्चन।
Hello everyone. So here in this video we are going to solve set 4 of CAT 2020 DILR slot 2 paper. So this question was about elections. So the question reads, in an election several candidates contested for constituency. In any constituency, the winning candidate was the one who polled the highest number of votes. The first runner-up was the one who polled the second highest number of votes. The second runner-up was the one who polled the third highest number of votes, and so on. There were no ties in terms of number of votes polled by the candidates in any of the constituencies in the election. In an electoral system, a security deposit is the sum of money that a candidate is required to pay to the election commission before he or she is permitted to contest. Only the defeated candidates, that is, who is not winning, who failed to secure more than one-sixth of the valid votes polled in their constituency, lose their security deposits. Okay, so one-sixth, if a person who lost the election and also secures less than one-sixth of the total uh, votes, he or she loses the security deposit. The following table provides some of the incomplete information about the votes polled in the four constituencies A, B, C, D in the election. So we have a table and we have some additional facts as well. So before moving to the additional facts, let's create a table. Alright, so we have our table here. We have our table. So these are constituencies A, B, C, D. Number of contesting candidates is 10, 12, 5 and 8. The total number of valid votes is 5 lakhs here, 3,25,000, 6 lakh 30. 6 lakh 30 here. We don't know it for D. The number of votes polled by the winning candidate is 2,75,000. So this is more than 50%. He secured more than 50% by himself. So the remaining will be very, very small. Uh, in in B, if you see, this is 3,25,000, right? 3,25,000. So one sixth of this number, is more than 50,000. One sixth of this number is more than 50,000, right? One sixth of 3,25,000 is close to 54,000. So that means all the people have secured less than one sixth of the votes. All the candidates secured less than one sixth. But since this candidate is the winner, he or she will not lose his security deposit. Rest will lose, right? All the other candidates, I mean, 11 people will lose their money. 11 people from the constituency B will lose their security deposit. Alright. And nothing else is given, right? So nothing else is given. Here we also can say that since the third runner-up has scored 10% and one-sixth is close to 16.66%, that means this person will lose, and every person beyond this person will lose their security deposit. We don't know for this right as of now. So let's move to the additional facts. The first runner-up polled 10,000 more votes than the second runner-up in constituency A. So the first runner-up secured 10,000 more votes, okay, than the second runner-up. That means this is 85,000. This is 85,000. Alright. So none of the candidates who contested in constituency C lost their security deposit. So none of them lost their security deposit. That means all the five candidates secured more than one sixth of this, that is the total votes. Also, it is given that the difference in votes polled by any pair of candidates in this constituency was at least 10,000. So there was at least a gap of 10,000 between any two candidates, and none of them have lost their security deposit. All right. So now let's so now we know that all the five candidates have secured more than 1/6. So 1/6 of 6 lakhs is 1 lakh, and 1/6 of 30 is 5, right? So 1,05,000. So 1,05,000 is the number of votes which is required for the security deposit, and all the five must have secured more than that. So 1/6 of 6,30,000 is 1,05,000, right? One lakh five. And even the fifth person should have got more than this. Even the fifth person should have got more than this. So that means the fifth person, let's say A, B, C, D, E. So sorry, A, B, C, D are already the constituency. So let's say C1, C2, C3, C4, C5 are the five candidates. So even C5 secured more than or equal to 1 lakh 6 votes. C5 is either more than this, right? It or equal to this. These are the two possibilities. Okay. What about C4? The gap between any two candidates is at least 10,000. So C4 must be greater than or equal to 1,10,000 6, right? Similarly, the C3 would be 20,006. Right? So this number is wrong. So sorry, 1,10,006. 1,10,000. 1,10,006. Then 1,20,000. 1,20,006. 1,30,000 and 40,000, right? So the fifth candidate has 1,10,000, 1,06,000, at least 1,06,000. Then the fourth candidate would have 1,10,000, 1,20,000, 1,30,000, and so on. So if you add all these votes, C1 plus C2 plus C3 plus C4 plus C5, what would we get? This should be equal to 6,30,000. This should have been equal to 6,30,000. Right? This would have been 6,30,000. Right? And if we add C1 plus C2 plus C3 plus C4 plus C5, we'll get, so let's say this number is X. So let's say this number is X. Okay, let's say if this number is X, this would be X plus 10,000, X plus 20,000, X plus 30,000, and X plus 40,000. So 40,000 plus 30 is 70,000, 70,000 plus 20,000 is 90,000, 90,000 plus 10,000 is 1 lakh. So 5x plus 1 lakh, 5x plus 1 lakh. The value of x is 1 lakh 6. So 5x is 5 lakh 30, 5 lakhs 30 plus 1 lakh is 6 lakh 30. So that means the sum of all these is actually equal to the total number of votes polled. That means the fifth candidate got exactly this number of votes. That is 1 lakh 6. 1,06,000 is the votes that is secured by the fifth candidate, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 here. That means 1,10,006, 1,20,006, 1,30,006, and 1,40,006. Right? So we have got all the information for constituency C. Right? Okay. Let's move to point number 3 now. Point number 3 says the winning candidate in constituency D. The winning candidate in constituency D polled 5% of valid votes more than the first runner-up. So if this is the first runner-up, the winning candidate secures 5% of the 5% more votes than this first runner-up. So if this number is X, let's say if this number is X, this winning candidate would have scored 37,500 plus 5% of X, right? Plus 5% of X. This is 37.5k, right? 37.5k plus 5%. Plus 5%. 5% of X, right? Now it says all the candidates who lost their security deposits while contesting for this constituency put together polled 35% of the valid votes. So all those who lost their security deposits put together constitutes only 35% of the valid votes. All right. So we don't know for this whether the second runner-up has lost his money or not. But we know for sure that the third runner-up lost his or her money, right? The third runner-up has lost because it has secured only 10%. We can't say for sure for the second runner-up or the first runner-up, but beyond this, everyone lost their security deposit, right? Okay. So let's say the first runner-up also lost his money. The first runner-up also lost the security deposit. That means only the first person is the winner. Let's say only the first person does not lose the security deposit. That means the first person should have secured 65%. Right? That means the first person should have secured 65% of the total valid votes. Right? 65% of the total valid votes, because 35% of the valid votes are secured by the person who lost their security deposit. So now, if this is 65%, this would have been 60%. Adding these two, we cross the 100% mark. So that means this cannot be true. That means this cannot be true. That means this person also did not lose his or her security deposit. What about the second runner-up? What about the second round? Let's say this person lost the security deposit now. Okay, so that means 37.5 plus 37.5k plus 5% of total would be equal to 65% of total. This would be equal to 65% of total. So now 37.5, right? 37.5k plus 37.5k, that is 2 times 37.5k plus 5% of total, right? Plus 5% of total must be equal to 65% of total, right? Must be equal to 65% of total. That means this number would be equal to 60% of x. This number would be equal to 60% of x. So now, so this is 37.5 into 2, that is 75. 75,000 is 60%. 75 is 60%. Right? That means 100% would be how much? 100% would be 75 into 5 by 3. Right? 75 into 5 by 3 would be the 100%. 75 into 5 by 3. So this 3 divides this by 25. 25 into 5 is 125. So the total number of votes would be 125. Alright, 125k. And this person would have lost in that case. So let's check if this person loses the money or not. So this is 125k. 125k. One sixth of this is close to 20,000. Right? 1/6 of this is close to 20,000. That means this person would not have lost their money. That means this scenario is also not possible. That means these three people did not lose the security deposit, and beyond that everyone lost. Beyond that every person lost. Alright, so now adding these three, 37.5 is 75k. 75k plus 30k is 105k. Right? 105k. 105k. 105k plus 5% of x is equal to 65% of x. That means 105k is 60% of x. Is 60%. 60% of x. That means x is equal to x, which is the total number of votes, is equal to 105k. 105k into 5 by 3. Right? 5 by 3 is because 100 by 60 is 5 by 3. 3 divides this 3 times. 155 times. So 35 into 5. 35 into 5 is 175. So 175k is the total number of votes. 175k is the total number of votes. Alright. 175k is the total number of votes. Okay, so let's fill this in the table. $175,000, right? So 175,000. What about the winning candidate? The winning candidate gets 37.5 thousand plus 5% of 175,000. Okay, so 5% of 175 is how much? 5% of 175 is 8750. Is 8750. Right? 8750. 8750 plus 37,500. Right? 37,500. Right? Adding these two will get 50. 50. 7512. 37, 8 is 45, 45, 46. 46 to 50 is the vote secured by the winning candidate, right? 46 to 50. We have almost all the information filled in the table, so let's move to the question now. So question 1 says, what is the percentage of votes polled in total by all the candidates who lost their security deposit while contesting for constituency A? Alright. So 1/6 of this 50, 1/6 of 5 lakh, 1/6 of 5 lakh is actually 83,333. So that means this person has secured the security amount, right? He did not lose his or her security amount. So these three did not lose, right? So these three did not lose. So adding these three numbers, 2,75,000, right? 2,75,000 plus 95,000 plus 85,000, we get, adding these three, we get 4,55,000, right? This, adding these three numbers, we will get 455. So out of 5 lakhs, 4,55,000 votes are secured by the top 3 candidates, and the remaining 7 got only 45,000 votes. Only 45,000 votes. So what is the percentage of votes? So 45,000 divided by 500,000 into 100. This is the percent, right? Percent of, so 45 by 5 is 9, so 9%. So the correct answer is 9%. So now moving to question number 2. Alright, so question 2. Question 2. How many candidates who contested in constituency B lost their security deposit? So every person except the winner, every person except for the winner lost their security deposit in B. That means 11, right? 11. Moving to question number 3. What best can be concluded about the number of votes polled by the winning candidate in constituency C? So we know the number, and the number is 1,40,006, right? So the correct answer is option 2, right? Option 2 is the correct answer. Even the option 1 is also correct, but since the question asks what best can be concluded, that's only 2. We know the exact number, so we don't need to answer that this number lies between this and this. So the best answer is 1,40,006. Let's move to the 4th question now. The 4th question is, what was the number of valid votes polled in constituency D? So in constituency D, the total number of votes, that is 1,75,000. That means the answer is 1. The answer is 1. Alright. So now the winning margin of a constituency is defined as the difference of votes polled by the winner and that of the first runner-up. Okay, so the winning margin is the difference between the winner and the first runner-up. Which of the following cannot be the list of constituencies in increasing order of winning margin? So in all the options we have A at the last, and also we can see that 2,75,000 is the number of votes secured by the winning candidate, and the second one has only 95,000. So there is a difference of 1,80,000. So there is significant difference margin here. What about this? We have a difference of 10,000 here, 10,000 in C, 10,000 in C, and the difference here was 8,700, 8,750, right? So difference in D is 8,750, difference in C is 10,000. We don't know for B, we don't know for B, right? We don't know for B. So, but we know for A, C, and D, right? So between A, C, and D, D is having the minimum, followed by C and then A, right? D, C, A should be the order, and B can come in any place. B can come here, here, or here, right? We don't know it. So let's say, can we say anything? So BDCA is a possibility. So this can be true. DBCA is also a possibility. This can also be true. DCBA is also possible. BCDA. So this is not possible because C, the margin in C is more than the margin in D. So that means this cannot be true. So our answer is option 4. Our option is answer 4. Moving on to the last question of this set. The last question of this set. And this question is basically a very calculation intensive. So also we can see that the options are very close, 23.91, 23.54, right? So we'll have to use, it's better not to approximate anything for this question. So now the question says, for all the 4 constituencies taken together, what was the approximate number of votes polled by all the candidates who lost their security deposit expressed as a percentage of the total valid votes from these 4 constituencies? For all the 4 constituencies taken together, what was the approximate number of votes polled by all the candidates who lost their security deposit? All right. So we know that this, adding these 3, we get 4,55,000, right? So 45,000 lost their deposit in constituency A. 45,000 person lost. 45,000. What about this? In this, all the 11% except for the winner lost their security deposit. That means 3,25,000 minus 48,750. So all those votes are gone to those candidates who lost their security deposit. So 3,25,000, 325 minus 48.75, 48.75, right? 3,25,000 minus 48 is, this is 25, this is 25, and this is 6, and this would be 31 minus 4 is 27. So 276.25 thousand. So this is the number of people who lost their security deposit in B. What about C? C, no one lost the security deposit. And in D, 35% of the votes went to those candidates who lost their security deposit. That means 35% of 175. So 35 by 100 into 175,000, right? So 2 zeros cancels. 35 into 175 is 61 is 61250, right? 61250, that means 61.25k lost their money. 61.25k lost. The person who lost their money got 61.25k votes in constituency D. So now adding all these, 45 plus 276.25 plus 61.25, we get 382.5. Adding this and this, we get 382.5k, right? 382.5k. And what is the total number of votes? Total number of votes is 500k, 325k, 600k, and 175k, right? So 500 plus 325 plus 600 plus 175. So adding all these, we get 1600k, approximately 1600k, because we have neglected these 30 votes. 1600k, right? 1600k. And now finding the percentage, 382.5k divided by 1600k. 382.5k divided by 1600 is actually coming out to be 23.9%. 23.9%, right? This multiplied by 100 will give us 23.9%. So the correct answer is option 4. Correct answer is option 4. So with this, we have come to the end of this set. All the best, everyone, and thank you.